Anthony talks about his soccer team all the time. It's so annoying, and he's not even as bad as Mia.
They might not be that easy to get along with, but Jesus still calls you to love them like he does. Are there people in your life that just drive you crazy? My name is Zach, and you're listening to Keys for Kids. So, who's the most annoying person you know? Maybe someone from school or your neighborhood? Maybe it's even another Christian that you go to church with. Listen, it's not easy to love someone that gets on your nerves. But Jesus does want you to love others, especially your family in Christ. The thing is, you don't have to do it on your own. 1 John 5 verses 14 and 15 say this, "If we ask anything according to his will, he hears us, and we know that we have what we asked of him." Let's listen to our story. It's entitled Noah's Ark. "Can you help me line up my Noah's Ark animals, Liam?" asked Liam's little brother Ethan. He looked at their sister. "You can help too, Maelie." "Okay." Liam sat down at the table. "Anthony is such a pain," he said as he placed the toy elephant side by side. "He's always talking about his soccer team. Who cares?" Maelie picked up the pigs. "He's that new kid in your class at church, right? He can't be worse than Mia. She thinks she's so great just because she gets good grades in everything. She won the Bible trivia contest at church last month and is still talking about it." Maelie set the pigs down. Liam grinned. "Hey, you better not leave your pigs next to Mrs. Noah. I'm sure she won't like the smell." Maelie giggled. "I wouldn't have liked to be Mrs. Noah, living in a boat full of smelly, noisy animals. They probably fought all the time, too." "I like animals," said Ethan. "They didn't fight, did they, Mommy?" Mom smiled. "I like to think they all got along, and Noah's family, too. You'd think they'd be so thankful to be safe on the ark that they'd gladly put up with the bad smells and loud noises, and also each other, even though I'm sure it wasn't easy to be stuck on a boat together for so long. But we aren't always like that with our family members, are we?" Liam and Maelie looked at each other. "We're getting along just fine," Maelie said, confused. "I was referring to a different family," Mom replied. "Like Noah and his family, we've also been saved. Jesus has saved us from sin and death, and all those who trust in him are part of God's family. Yet I've been listening to you grumble about your family members and complain about things Anthony and Mia do that annoy you. But don't we all do annoying things at times? We're blessed to have lots of brothers and sisters in Christ. Everyone who knows him is one of his children. Instead of grumbling, we should be thankful to be a part of God's family and to have eternal security in Jesus. We should love one another as he loves us." So what about you? Do other people sometimes annoy you? Do you grumble and complain about them when they do? The Bible tells us to love all people, but especially those who are fellow believers. God's family is like Noah's Ark. It contains all of God's children, even those we don't always get along with. But we've been saved by Jesus and are loved by him. So live in harmony with your brothers and sisters in Christ by being patient with them and showing them love. Our key verse is found in the New Testament book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10.
Love one another deeply as brothers and sisters.
And here's our key thought. Love one another. Sometimes the best way to read a story is to hold it right in your hands and feel the pages and maybe even smell the ink. Now you can get the Keys for Kids stories just like that. We'll send them to you in the mail with your name on it and everything. That way you'll never miss a story. Plus you can play the games and write in the journal too. Get it in the mail by signing up today at keysforkids.org/subscribe. Well, as always, my name is Zach. Thanks for taking some time to listen to Keys for Kids today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.